Welcome to this new tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to add a certificate of readiness to service to eTechlog while using the Blue app. First of all, log in. Select your aircraft. Update the device's information by tapping on the Sync Now button. The system updates the due list, the last tech logs, the technicians list, the list of technicians associated with MRO centers registered in the address book. Open the due list. As you can see, a discrepancy has been declared. In this demonstration, we'll consider that a corrective action has been performed by an approved technician, so we'll now open a new log to specify the actions taken and sign a readiness to service using the Blue eTechlog app. Go to the eTechlogs page. Tap on the plus button. The system creates a new log with a unique number. Tap Add New CRS. A form appears. The first required information is the type of CRS. Tap Type to pick an element from the list. 3 types of CRS are available. The purchase order is the perfect fit when the airworthiness manager has ordered a scheduled or unscheduled maintenance operation. In this case, when you tap on References, the app displays the list of open maintenance orders. Select the one adapted to the situation. We can also choose a recurrent inspection type. In Blue subversion, you can create and set maintenance packages as recurrent. In other words, the inspections that are set to be automatically ordered on a regular basis, daily or weekly checks for example. This removes the needs for technical staff to create a large amount of maintenance orders for simple and high-frequency tasks. The list of recurrent packages appears when you tap Preferences. If you need to reply directly to a discrepancy declared by a pilot or a technician, select Corrective Action. When you open the References tab, you access a list of all the aircraft and engine discrepancies that are currently open. CRS number. Input an internal CRS number given by the organization. If there is no applicable number, you can type NA. You can optionally put a different work report number or put NA. Below you get the description of the reported discrepancy. Corrective action performed is a free text field that allows you to describe the action taken by the technician. Discrepancy corrected. There is a toggle to indicate if the completed action is enough to fully fix the issue. If the problem is temporarily solved because the maintenance has been deferred under an MEL reference, for example, you can specify it and tap on the toggle to state that the discrepancy remains open. The discrepancy will not be removed from the due list on the app. For the purpose of this video, we are going to fill in the form as if the problem has been corrected. Select the company that performed the maintenance. Select the approval number. Place. Enter the place of work. You can override these fields if needed. If necessary, you can specify additional remarks. Tap Tech to access a list of technicians that are part of the selected MRO center based on the information recorded in the address book module of the desktop version. You can also access a list of internal approval numbers for the selected technician. Sign to validate the CRS. Tap Validate CRS. Tap Done. In the Not Sent tech logs list, you can see the log we created with a green flag that indicates that the CRS has been added. Send now. Send final version. Open the due list. Refresh. The discrepancy has been removed from the list to allow the aircraft to return to service, but if we switch to the desktop version, even if you click on Refresh Data, there is still the number 1 shown in brackets that indicates that there is one open discrepancy, and we can still see the problem in the list of discrepancies. The technical staff needs to be informed that a problem has been declared. The discrepancy cannot disappear because the technician signed an associated CRS. The airworthiness manager has to approve the action performed. Click on eTechlogs to see the log created. Click on CRS and Inspections to access a list of information signed by the technician. Click on Preview to generate the log report. In the reference, you can see that the system has automatically generated a work order and integrated all the information of the discrepancy in the corrective action. The Airworthiness Manager only has to open the Purchase Order module. Here we see the generated purchase order. Click CRS to display it. Click on Additional to access the description, the action required, and the action performed. Switch to Edit mode to validate or invalidate the CRS. If the Airworthiness Manager decides to invalidate the work that has been performed, he clicks here to cancel the task, then closes the purchase order. Otherwise, the Airworthiness Manager validates the action taken, clicks Close PO, closes the purchase order, and saves data. Now, going back to the Aircraft and Engines module, the discrepancy and the alert have disappeared. We can also open the Discrepancy module to access the list of all the reported discrepancies. This is now the end of this tutorial. We hope it will help you to work more efficiently. Thanks for watching this video. Do not hesitate to subscribe to our YouTube channel to be the first to discover our next exclusive videos.